Since we're just 3 weeks away from rotation removing all the G-Block cards from Standard, I'll be spending this month revisiting decks that will no longer exist after March 27th. First up is Hippowdon, who unfortunately loses Reversal Energy. For 2 fighting and a colorless, the Hippo does 150 damage to their active, plus 40 to every bench Pokemon with a damage counter on it, including your own. The easiest partners, of course, are Froslass and Munkidori, so long as you can do math and not KO your own monkeys. Additionally, you want someone who can spread damage counters like their cheeks. On one side, there's Uxie. This attacks for a single Psychic and places 2 damage counters on all their Pokemon. Otherwise, Ting-Lu does 30 damage to all their Pokemon for a single fighting, provided there's a stadium in play. If not, it kinda sucks. But when you can get an early Uxie or Ting-Lu, Hippowdon is easily the best spread deck on TCG Live. Post-rotation, it does kinda survive though. That Ting-Lu isn't going anywhere, and we're getting Barbaracle in perfect order. This means you can put Hippowdon in a lot more decks, you just need to have 2 Barbaracle in play for most situations. And access to Heavy Baton is also great. I'm just not sure if spreading cheeks post-rotation is going to be better than simply beating people off. A smart person would assume that this isn't the second of 2 games where I've started the Fez and nothing else, but it is. This is the second of 2 games where I've started Fez and nothing else. All right, so we go for the Lunatone Solrock combo right away. And the reason you do that is because I could draw into like an Arven and then get my Precious Trolley. Because I would really like to use the Ting-Lu this turn. The question is, do I play with my Dong? If I play with... Actually, no, I should have saved the Artazon to get like a Tatsugiri or something. But let's go... Let's get the Ting-Lu just in case. And then we Lunar Cycle for 3. That was somewhat successful. All right, then we go for Air Balloon. Actually, I don't need the Precious Trolley. I'd rather have the Earthen Vessel, right? Yeah, I was like, we should go for Precious Trolley. No, I just want the Earthen Vessel. So we go Ting-Lu, Air Balloon. I have to assume that they're going to give me stadiums, right? So the whole thing with Ting-Lu is that it discards a stadium when it attacks, which is, you know, not the greatest thing in the world. But I have to be under the assumption that they're going to put Force of Vitality into play at some point, especially now that it's, you know, a ground crasher away from getting knocked out. The problem is that, okay, this is great, but it's also kind of bad. VHS is like a Betamax, but better. Okay, so they're using Precious Trolley. The problem with the Hippowdon is that it only hits Pokemon that have a damage counter on them. So I theoretically should not have attacked with Ting-Lu there. As I was doing it, I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. I should have attacked with Solrock and then saved the Ting-Lu for when they eventually play Precious Trolley. Yeah, the Power Rangers movie was great. If you, because back then our expectations were very low. Just like my women's expectations with me. That's the first thing I tell them. You know, usually people on Tinder say, hey baby, what's up? I say, keep your expectations low and you won't be disappointed. All right, so I should have definitely saved the Ting-Lu, but we're going to win this game because their Teal Mask Ogerpon is already damaged and it has a built-in bench barrier. Oh, this is amazing. My balls, this is amaze balls, as the kids would say. All right, so step 1, Artazon for a Hippopotas. And there we go. And the order of this operations is very important because then we go get rid of the basic fighting. Ooh. Hang on. No, I think we still go for Lana's Aid. Right, I still think we just go for Lana's Aid here, prep myself for next turn. The question is, do I put the Ursaluna down? I think it's a little too early for that. I think we just go, we have all the spreading, the cheeks have been spread, the die has been cast. They are in a net negative situation. The Arboliva is not a problem for us because it can only do 120 damage. I'm currently just hoping they knock out this Ting-Lu. But if they knock out the Fez, that's great. And see, remember, trust your pilot, expert gamer, master lead gamer here, Arceus tier gamer. He knew they'd be putting a Force of Vitality down. But even if they don't, I mean, they're knocking out the Ting-Lu, so it's not a big deal. The question then becomes, what the hell do I do? Because if I can just get a Hippowdon, I just bosses the Kangaskhan and they concede. Because I bosses the Kangaskhan, and that's game. Actually, if I get... Oh my god! You're about to see the craziest thing you've ever seen. Oh god! Oh god! Okay, no, this is... Oh god. My screen, I can't even... I have to hang on. I have to wipe my screen clean here. My screen is a little dirty. Okay. Look at what just happened. That was a mass... This is why Hippowdon is the best spread deck. Okay. All right. I didn't even Lunatone. I didn't even Fezandipiti. We just took a 6-prize turn, and I didn't even have to work for it, because I put in all the work beforehand. Like, when you message someone on Twitter and say, hey, you're not very attractive, so we'd go perfect together, and then you just win. I understand that my order of operations of putting the Tatsugiri down was wrong, and I should have Lunatoned first in case I got, you know, this exact hand, and then there was no reason to do what I'm about to do. But I believe in the heart of the cards, baby. All right, so we go Artazon. I think we hold back the Hippopotas. Right, I'm going to go for Ting-Lu. We're going to hold back the Munkidori as well. Oh, we prized some fighting energy. That's concerning. No, Arboliva finished second in Japan. Arboliva finished second in the Japanese post-rotation 7,000 player tournament. So it's not going anywhere. Oh, they have taken the bait. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. I am a master baiter as long as this isn't a Munkidori. Please don't be a Munkidori. Just be a little olive thingy. A Dolive? Smallive. Be a Smallive. Don't be a... Ah, crap. Okay, so that's bad. And I kind of have to prioritize my Munkidori. And they have a Crispin. Okay, well, we're probably going to lose this one, but I've said that like 5 times already this stream, and we're 6-0. But I can't remember the last time I faced so many Munkidori decks, and all I'm doing is playing a spread deck today, and it's just Munkidori everywhere. So I definitely need my own Munkidori. There's an Area 0 underpants. Okay. Okay, so Hippopotas goes down. And then I think I Fighting Gong for this. And I mean, they only have 3 cards in hand, and I don't think they played a supporter last turn, did they? Yeah, they just played Crispin. So I'm going to take a risk and use... Wait. No, because if I get an Arven, then we have it. I've never been so happy to see such a bad card. All right. I'm joking, Arven. You're amazing. As the kids would say, we stan you, Arven. We stan you, as the kids all say. And yes, I know I'm trolleying for 1, but whatever. Okay, don't judge me. So let's go get our Munkidori. And then Ting-Lu, Ground Crasher. I think we're getting rid of their Area 0, but I'm not sure. I think PDCGL is trying to tell us that we're getting rid of their Area 0. Okay, so we can do this. We can definitely do this. They are reading card. Oh, they had a Lilies. Damn it. Okay, so they'll go for a Darkness Energy on their Munkidori. I believe there's an Earthen Vessel in the deck. I think. If I had to guess, I'd say there is. I'm also in an awkward situation where I... Oh, that's really good. Yes, please do that. Please. Please put an Absol into play. Oh, but just please don't attach a Darkness Energy to your Munkidori. What I need to have happen this turn is no Darkness Energy on the Munkidori. I want them to attach a Grass to the teal... Okay, well, that's great. That's perfect. They didn't even Munkidori. Wait, why didn't you even You didn't even Munkidori. Okay, that was interesting. The fact that they didn't even Munkidori, I don't think they know where they are right now. Just a hunch. I don't think they know where they are. So let's go. I think we put the Vengeful Punch on the Hippopotas. Simply because I want to. Because I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy man thing. Because as long as I don't show them what the Hippowdon does, they might not target the Hippowdon. And that's really good. And if they don't knock out my Ting-Lu, I have another Battle Cage ready for them. Though this will be my last Battle Cage, and I don't have a way of stopping their monkeys. Oh, if they use Claw of Darkness right now to look at my... Uh-oh. Okay, so they're going for the Hippopotas. That's actually perfect. Because they obviously don't know what the Hippowdon does. If they knew what the Hippowdon does, they would put the damage on somebody else. Oh, they're going for a Claw of Darkness? Okay. Get ready to see an amazing hand. And if you could see, you know, my, if you could see my secret camera pointed at the ground, you could see an amazing foot too. And you got your hands on small address chips? Well, you haven't lived until you've tried ketchup chips. They are nowhere near as good as you think they are, but they're better than some of the chips out there. Out of all the cards you could get rid of, you got rid of my Fez. That is, like, I guess I get it, but still. Oh my god, we got the Hippo. My ex-wife showed up. Okay. And then we go Battle Cage. We have everything. So this is just literally a Lily's... wait, is this a Lily's turn, or do I just... I think it's a Lily's turn. I think it's a Lily's turn, because maybe we can get a Darkness Energy. Or not. All right, I'm not taking a knockout, so I believe I actually go for the Hippopotas. Simply because, you know, I'm not taking a knockout. All right, let's go for Ting-Lu. And don't forget that this guy does not get knocked out. So we don't want to attract any customers. Tatsugiri has literally been useless this entire game. Tatsugiri has literally done nothing this entire game. Because I've just always had supporters. And I'm really liking how this version of the deck is shaping up. There's definitely some holes. Oh god, this is a powerful deck. Oh, I hate you so much. So there's definitely holes in this deck. But as you know, I enjoy filling holes. No. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that was really good. TQ, Clamburglar could learn some things from you. Pilot must love Gen 5, always talking about his ex-wife. All right, so I just... Wait, is that game again? Is that game again? No, we're one short. We're one short of game. But this is crazy. Do you even understand how amazing I am at Pokemon cards? Okay, we're gonna need to keep that bosses, but look at what I'm about to do here. Okay, so we attach that there. They got rid of the Arven, which was very smart of them. And I kind of hate how smart that was. So let's go No, we're gonna go Lunatone first. And then I was gonna say, because if we get a Lana's Aid, then we are so in there. We are so deep inside them. All right, so yeah, no darkness, because I can't use the counter catcher. Hippowdon does 40 to the bench, but the Mega Absol would survive, which is unfortunate. Okay, so let's go. I think we go Ursaluna into play, right? 1, 2. I mean, I could counter catcher the Fez. I mean, if I knock out the Fez, I think knocking out the Absol is good. Yeah, because what if they have like a Wally's Compassion or something? Right, what if they have a Wally's Compassion, and this way the Teal Masked Ogerpon is within range. I can bosses and knock out Fezandipiti or Latias with Solrock. Like, the reason to counter catcher would be that I don't get Iono to 1, and I would have another turn of reversal energy. So there was an argument to be made that, hey, I should... Never mind. They got nothing. Yeah, I was just a Solrock away from winning or an Ursaluna away from winning. This deck, Hippowdon is easily the best spread attacker in the entire game right now. I was 2 seconds away from saying there's no way we lose this game. Then they dropped the Roto Stick, Seduction Kit, Wally's Compassion on me, and now I'm scared. And now I'm very, very scared for what is about to happen. So we have to go for, I think, the Munkidori. Do they have them? Do we know if they have a Mega Froslass? Shuffle the cards and put them on the bottom of my deck. So they shuffled the cards and put them on the bottom of my deck. Did you, on my deck, not theirs, mine. All right, so let's go Pokepad for, I guess, a Snorunt. I know what, you should be saving your Pokepad for your evolutions, but, you know, you gotta take the good with the bad. So the issue here is if they can loop their Froslass. That's going to be a problem. If they... Oh, I have no... Okay, I may have not put very many basic energy in the deck. That's fine. I'm going to go for... I mean, we're probably only going to have one Froslass the entire game. The problem is that they can blow themselves. Right? That's always an issue. When your opponent can just blow themselves really easily, you're kind of in trouble. If I hadn't prized the 2-2... If I hadn't prized the second Froslass, we'd be great. But this has always been my issue with the Uchi build, is you kind of have to make some sacrifices to make room for everything you want to have room for. Because you want to have a 3-3 Froslass, but you also want to have 3 Uchi to try and guarantee that you'll... I don't like this person. They're playing a post-rotation Dust Noir Mega Froslass with Roto Stick and Seduction Kit. There's no way this is a playable card post-rotation, right? There's no way it's playable. All right, so no matter who they go for, we're going to be tied on prizes, which is kind of bad. Okay, so they're going for the Hippo, which I think means they have a Mega Froslass. And if they have a Mega Froslass, that's not great because they're going to knock out the Uchi, and I don't really have a revenge attack. Like, I can Hippowdon. The problem with Hippowdoning is that we know they play Wallies. But I guess we could be okay here. All right, well, let's go Hippopotas and then Hippowdon. Yeah, okay. Things are happening. We can go Night Stretcher for Hippopotas. You down, that there. And I should probably just put the Munkidori down. Like, I would obviously prefer if I could put another Snorunt down, but there's no guarantee that I get that second Froslass ever. All right, that's cool. And then Pokepad for Hippowdon. Super Sandstorm. If they don't get... Oh, I knocked out the Duskull. That's bad. Uh-oh. I didn't realize I was knocking out the Duskull. I was going to say, if they don't get Wally's Compassion, we might have a chancey here. Because if they don't get Wally's Compassion, I can potentially Hippowdon them. Or I can just Uchi them for a turn and then leave them with just their Froslass. And then we have things like Vengeful Punch. We have things like Munkidori. Because they have to deal with the Hippowdon. Oh my god, their deck is so weird. Okay, there's another Mega Froslass. All right, so all I need to do is find the de-evolution and we win. That's it. If I can somehow find the de-evolution, unless this is a Wally's. Please, good, okay. If we find the de-evolution, we win the game. There's a lucky helmet, okay. I have no idea what the correct play is here, but I think it's just giving them the Uchi and not attacking with the Uchi. So the reason there's no reason to attack with the Uchi, unless I top deck, crap. Unless I top deck everything I need, crap. So the reason there's no reason to attack with the Uchi is because it would only put 2 damage counters there and 2 damage counters there. It makes much more sense in the long run to go for a Munkidori. And I don't want to give them the Artazon. Because if I give them Artazon, they might put some... No! We would have had it. We would have had it. We would have had it all rolling in the deep. Okay, so I have to go 1-2. Should have believed in the heart of the cards. I regret everything. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. As long as they don't get Wally's Compassion. And for those of you playing at home, Lucky Helmet would not have activated because UHC spreads damage counters. It is not damage from an attack, so that wasn't the reason why I didn't attack with UHC. It's because, crap. It's because in the long run, it makes a lot more sense. Okay, that's fine. It makes a lot more sense to do the thing. Okay. So I attacked with Hippowdon here, right? Yeah, do I attack with Hippowdon or do I go for the Devolution but then they definitely have, the problem is no, I think I go Arven for Counter Catcher, Vengeful Punch, knock out the Snow Runt, and then save the Devo? Because the problem is that I would give them 2 cards. Oh no, I wouldn't give them 2 cards, but they would still have a Snow Runt that they would evolve into Mega Froslass. So this way, we get the Snow Runt, we knock out the Snow Runt. If I had a little bit more time to think about this, I would have probably made a better decision, a better choice here. But we're still on the Devo train. But this way, it just maybe makes their life a little bit... Oh, I always forget about that. I always forget about that. Okay, there's Arven. So we have an Arven in the deck. That's good. We have Unfair Stamp. We have all the things we need. We have De-Evolution. They just can't get Wallies. That's it. As long as they don't get Wallies, we're fine. And then I just win the game. Or a basic. Oh, they had to pass. Oh, no. That's bad. Oh, no, that's good. Wait, yes, that's good. We win. We win. Okay. I didn't think the reversal energy was still active, but it is. Okay, so we go... I don't have game yet. I do need another energy. So we have to go Artazon down. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no, no. No. Hang on. Hang on. Something bad might happen here. If I don't get that energy. Okay, I did. Okay, I was really worried there. Yeah, I needed the energy, so I could have gone Night Stretcher, retreated, De-Evolution, but this is more fun. This is much more fun. I wanted to go the Munkidori route. Because Devo is just boring. You know, I'm no holy diver. And there we go. Sandstorm. There we go. No, because I would have knocked out my own monkeys. That was what I was worried about, is if I didn't have enough, I would have knocked out my own monkeys. There you go. So I prized the Counter Catcher, I prized the Froslass, I prized the Psychic Energy, and we still won against whatever the hell that was. And yeah, so I recognized that I could have gone Night Stretcher on the Hippowdon. That would have put 4 energy on it. I would have been able to hard retreat the Hippowdon, gone into the Munkidori with the energy, and then de-evolutionified, which was in my hand. So yes, I recognize that, but this is a Hippowdon deck. I didn't want to use no stinking de-evolution when I didn't have to. I wanted to do things the complicated way.